Hello YouTube, fancy seeing you here, and we're keeping them honest as usual. Ha! You know me, I give you that honest and good advice for that gaming experience. Today we have a special guest giving you that honest opinion for the real life experience. I'm going to introduce Tusa, and today we're going to cover some girlfriend advice, girlfriend tips, how to get those hot girls. The video in the background, as you can see, is a sniper gameplay. I'm doing my thing, sniping. I think I go 34-2 in this gameplay. So enjoy the video, and I hope you enjoy our tips and advice. Let's go. Hello, Tusa.
Yo, yo, yo! What up, everyone?
So I'm just gonna go by asking you a couple questions and let our viewers know how they can interact with girls and get girls. And so first question I'm gonna ask you is what is
tell them that I haven't seen the questions before.
And yeah, she has not seen any of the questions.
So this is on the spot.
So it's gonna be on the spot, and some of them may surprise her. So let's go. Question number 1: best way to be approached.
Best way to be approached. On the street, at a club.
On the street. On the street.
On the street. Well, this one guy one time came up to me and he asked me, "Do you know any good coffee shops around here?" And I was legit thinking about a good coffee shop that I knew around the street we were at. And I was like thinking really hard, and we went back and forth, and then the topic went to where he's from, if he's around here or not. Okay. And then at the end, he's like, "So, would you like to grab that coffee with me sometime? Right now?" For example. It was very, very smooth. So
Slick guy, eh?
Yeah, you need to approach a girl with a conversation, not be too forward, but just like start up a conversation. That's the best way. And then lead it up to asking either for a phone number or what they're doing at the moment, grabbing a coffee or something.
Okay, so just something very discreet and casual. That's the right
And
word.
not saying it right away, but like having a conversation before you say it.
Okay, I see. Next question. What do you think of hairy guys?
I should have known you were going to ask that. I like hair. I really like hair on men. Yeah, I think it's masculine.
Okay.
I do. I don't think...
Not just because I'm here and I'm hairy.
I do have to say that, don't I?
Next, what's your ideal first date? What do you want a guy to do for you?
Oh, my ideal first date. You gotta do all the things right. This is where it's either make it or break it. So you have to open the door. And if it's like a little bit muddy on the sidewalk, you have to be like, "Let me pull around somewhere else so I can come get you." You have to pay for lunch, dinner, breakfast, wherever you guys are going. You can't leave the girl waiting. You have to be on time. If you're gonna go pick her up, you can't be late. You have to know the directions, because if you get lost, it looks so bad. It looks like you haven't planned ahead. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
You haven't
thought about the future.
Everything, yeah.
Okay, and what about flowers on the first date? Do you expect them? What happens if you don't get one? Is it a plus or minus?
On the first date, I guess it's a plus, but for me, it's a little bit too forward. Maybe on the third day, I would expect them more than the first day. But I mean, it's a plus. You can't go wrong with flowers. It's just, with some girls, it might push them away. Because you're like too forward, you know?
Yeah, no, makes sense. So does size matter?
Size? Yes, definitely. It matters. I won't lie, it matters. Well, not on the first date. Like a little bit later.
Damn. You're giving the wrong message to our viewers here.
This
is not what it sounds like, folks.
We're talking about the first date, right?
Yeah. First date and leading up to the first date. What's the number one quality you want to see in your boyfriend, for example?
Confidence, yeah. You have to plan those dates. You have to be a little bit pushy, but not too much.
So you want the guy to pretty much take control. That's what you're telling me.
Well, for the first dates, you have to. And you have to be very confident in yourself.
Okay.
Self-confidence.
So what happens after the first couple of days? Can the confidence go down or what?
Well, you don't have to prove yourself as much, so.
Okay. So I guess you're saying it gets easier as we go?
Yeah. Your true colors will come
That's
out.
good to know. All right. Number one thing you wouldn't want a guy to do on the first date or as you're getting you to know them, for example. Like, what's the biggest turnoff or
biggest turnoff?
or top 2 turnoffs?
Someone who's extremely cocky, talks about themselves a lot, and doesn't like pause to ask you any questions.
Okay.
There was one time, one guy that I met at a pub, and he went on and on about his ex-girlfriend.
Ooh, damn, -1.
On and on and on and on and on and on. Okay.
Okay.
And then I had a boyfriend at that time.
Okay.
And I was just waiting for a time.
How sexy was your boyfriend then?
Very sexy and
oh
hairy.
My God, Jesus.
The hair is a sting.
You had to say
anyway,
that.
so he would go on and on about his ex-girlfriend, and he wouldn't like stop for a second so I can be like, I have a boyfriend, so that he doesn't like try any harder to get me.
Yeah.
But he wouldn't give me, and then all of a sudden he's like, he gave me a break and he was like, what are you studying? And I was like, I study sciences. And he's like, oh, I study business, so I guess we don't have much in common.
Ooh, why would he say that?
And then I know. Well,
oh my God.
Obviously, he didn't have social skills in talking to a girl when he was talking about his ex-girlfriend.
Oh boy, okay.
And then after he said that, I was like, oh, really? My boyfriend studied business. And then he's like, I didn't want to talk about your boyfriend.
Ooh, that's -3, man. 3 for 3.
So he went on and on about his ex-girlfriend, but the minute I mentioned my boyfriend, he was like,
oh, wow.
End of conversation. I gotta go now.
Wow. All right.
So don't talk about your ex-girlfriend. And yeah, that's a big no-no. So
the next question is, how do you know a girl likes you? What are some signs guys can kind of look at or interpret, and how do you know a girl likes you? What are some things you do to show that you're interested in a guy?
So like we're talking about two people being friends for a while and then
well, it doesn't matter if it's for a while or not. It's just maybe you just met, or it could be at a club, or you were just hanging out with your friends a couple times and you were there together. And how do you know? What kind of signs would you show that you like a guy?
Well, definitely if the girl is listening and asking questions, and if they're like lean forward when they're talking, or even like jokingly touch you and punch you.
Oh, I see.
That's a good sign. If they twirl their hair.
Okay, so a sign of nervousness is a good sign usually.
A little bit of nervousness, either like tapping of the foot or like I don't know. Definitely if they're looking at their phone a lot, it's a bad sign. Okay. It means like they're waiting for like
time
a
to
text
pass
message or like
something to get out of the conversation. I see.
Or they're looking around and not making eye contact. That's definitely a bad sign.
Okay.
But if they make eye contact, they'll lean forward, jokingly touch you.
Okay, so eye contact, leaning forward, joking. All right, that's good. And last but not least, what if you're on a date, okay, and somehow you find that the guy has a condom with him, whether it's in his wallet and he goes to the washroom and the wallet is jam-packed with receipts and ends up being open on the table and you see a condom, or just somehow you find out that he has a condom with him on the first date.
You sound like you've been in that position.
No, not at all. I'm just wondering.
I should have been laughing, should I?
Probably not.
Okay. Yeah.
So what's your first reaction? What are your first thoughts? Is it like definitely no and you just wouldn't call the guy, or you wouldn't accept an answer his call?
Some guys leave it there for a long time, don't they? They just have that in there. It's not necessarily because of the date.
What are your first thoughts?
What would be my first?
Yeah,
my first thought would be either that he has it and it's like expired, or he's had it like for a really long time in his wallet.
That means he doesn't get laid a lot. That's why it's expired, right?
We should check out the date on it. Or that, like, I don't know if I would get offended. Or, I mean...
But what would you think? What would be your first reaction?
My first reaction would be probably that he's expecting something.
Okay, and that's a turn off for you?
Yeah. On the first date. It's just kind of like he's kind of using.
Okay.
Or he's doing all this to get something
Just to
out
get
of
something.
it.
Okay, I see. So that concludes our advice giving commentary, whatever you want to call it. Hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay in
Yeah,
the
if you guys
back.
want more advice, leave some questions on below.
Yeah, Tusa will reply them to for you guys. She's got her own YouTube account, so if you have any questions, comments, other things you want to know, just leave.
Or if you want to know what Fancy Meeting You did on the first date.
Fancy meeting you. It's fancy seeing you.
Fancy
Oh,
seeing
that
you.
was a fail right there. That's
Oh,
minus
no,
one.
minus 10 points.
Oh, I don't think I want to date
minus
you
10
anymore.
points. Sorry.
So yeah, let us know what you guys think. If you have any other questions or if you found this video helpful, comment, rate, subscribe. Let us know what you think. And fancy seeing you here with Tusa as the special guest, rocking it out for you guys,
I
giving
wish
you
you guys
that.
could see him talk. He's like moving his hand like it's a rapping or something.
Yeah, I'm a rapper. Yep. That's what I do.
Oh,
Anyways,
you're
guys,
so
peace
cute.
out. Bye.
Bye.